Mr. Ito.
Good afternoon, Chairman Lambourne, members of the committee, especially aloha to Representative Hanabusa and Representative Gabbard. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today. Although my testimony may only be tangentially related to the focus of this hearing, I do hope it will provide insight as to what is happening with respect to insurance coverage, its availability, and the long-term impact. Assistance by the federal government will help to mitigate the impact and potentially long-term effects of the lava flow. In 1986, a lava flow briefly entered the town and community called Kalapana, a historic fishing village. It's a place where actually I used to go camping as a Boy Scout. Another lava flow in 1990 originated from the Kupa'ainaha vent, and it entered the Kalapana area. This flow eventually covered the Kalapana Gardens and the Royal Gardens subdivisions, and the town of Kalapana, and as well as the famous Kaimu Black Sand Beach was overrun. When homes in Kalapana were destroyed by the lava flow, insurers provided coverage under a homeowner's policy or a fire policy. Eventually, most of the homes in the Kalapana area were destroyed, and ultimately, many insurers stopped writing homeowners insurance in lava zones 1 and 2, zones designated by the United States Geological Survey. On the Big Island, there are 9 lava zones, with 1 being the highest risk. In part, to address the unavailability of insurance in this area as a result of the Kalapana flow, the Hawaii Property Insurance Association, also called HPIA, was created. With this current eruption, entitled the June 27 eruption, all of the properties impacted and located in lava zones 1, 2, and 3, or are located in lava zones 1, 2, and 3. Until August, homeowners living in lava zones 1, 2, and 3 could purchase a homeowner's policy. As the lava flow approached Pahoa in August and September of this year, moratoriums on the sale of new policy or increases in the coverage of existing policies started to be placed in the area where the lava flow might impact. The Kauai subdivision, I believe, was the first subdivision in which a moratorium was put into effect since it was the furthest upslope. The moratorium area was enlarged as the flow approached towards Pahoa. As of today, most insurers, if not all of those that were riding in the Puna Pahoa area, have placed moratoriums south of Hawaiian Paradise Park and the Ainaloa subdivisions. However, HPIA continues to write policies in certain areas of Lava Zone 2 in Kapoa and the Kalapana area. As the flow approached Pahoa and the moratorium was placed on the Kauai subdivisions, rumors and questions arose. A typical question was, will I have insurance coverage if my home was destroyed by lava? People also heard that others were receiving notices of cancellation. However, like Kalapana, there is insurance coverage under a fire or a homeowner's policy. If a home catches fire as a result of the heat from the lava flow, the loss will be covered under the fire portion of the policy. Cancellations of in-force policies are illegal, except for non-payment and a few other conditions. However, non-renewal of a policy at the end of its term is permitted. This has been the insurance division's greatest concern. There have been a few non-renewal notices sent out, but to date, the insurers have rescinded the non-renewals due to the unavailability of insurance. Since the lava flow has taken several months to reach populated areas and due to its slow movement, this provides insurers a potential opportunity to non-renew policy in the lava flow's projected path. Non-renewals may become an issue if the probability for loss increases. Other coverage questions like the loss of use, alternate living expenses coverage, and abandonment of property exclusion have been raised. The insurance division has encouraged homeowners to contact their agents or the companies regarding these questions because of the differences in policy. However, in the questionnaires we have sent out relating to the lava flow, insurance companies' responses have been positive. For loss of use, it appears most companies have 2 weeks of available loss of use coverage. If the government authorities order an evacuation of the area, the abandonment of property would not be triggered and the home will still be covered. In those areas In those two areas, loss of use and alternative coverages, the abandonment of property exclusions, where a lava flow hazard could have a tremendous impact. If the lava flow continues and ultimately flows to the ocean, all access could be presently cut off. With the eventual reopening of the Chena Craters Road, residents south of the flow would have to drive hours through the road to get to the other side Pahoa or the rest of the Big Island. If a bridge or a portion of the active flow could be built over a portion of the active lava flow, this will alleviate the loss of use issue. Properties owners will still be less likely to abandon their property. That being said, we still recognize that homes subject to fumes from the flow might still result in homes being made uninhabitable. On a longer-term basis, as mentioned, the concern is that the flow continues through Pahoa and results in widespread devastation like Kalapana. Insurers may start to non-renew. Homeowners in the areas with mortgages will be unable to obtain insurance from the authorized market. In the worst case, their insurance would be placed at higher rates. If insurance becomes unaffordable, properties might truly be abandoned and mortgages foreclosed on. The real estate market will be severely impacted. Finally, Hawaii's situation with respect to the slow-moving disaster is likely to be unique due to the nature of Hawaii volcanoes. Our volcanoes are mainly shield volcanoes. The lava consists of basalt. Its viscosity is very fluid. Most importantly, Hawaii volcanoes are not likely to be explosive. In fact, when an eruption occurs in Hawaii, we run to see the volcanoes and not run away from it.
Mr. Ito, if you could wrap up.
Yes, okay. So in conclusion, I think the federal response will be different from state to state. I thank you for the opportunity to testify, and I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Dream.